my name is Dasha, and today we're gonna make, well, in Russian it's called presnaya lepyeshka, but the closest thing that we could find in English was bannock. It's sort of like flat bread, and we're gonna make it today. So here are the ingredients that we need. We need baking soda, we need eggs, we need white flour because it gives it a really good taste, and we need milk. So this is what my dad made. He made sort of like a pile of flour over here. Then he made sort of like a little hole inside, as you can see. Also, we forgot in our ingredients, yeah, you need a little tiny bit of salt. And if you want to make it more, sweeter, you can use a little bit of sugar too to make it taste really good, like sugar over here. And it's gonna taste really good at the end, I hope. So then you take about like 2 eggs. Take 2 eggs, you crack them with a knife, and you pour them in. And it looks kind of like a flour volcano with eggs and flour all around it. So, yeah. Kind of looked like a flour volcano with eggs inside. No, it's an edible volcano.
The salt is like the rocks.
Oh yeah, kind of, only it's white.
And those rocks too.
And we need a big spoon, and we're covering all of the eggs up with all the flour from the edges, like my dad is doing now. He's covering all of the eggs with the flour, and he's pouring a little bit of milk, a tiny bit of milk inside, so it gives it a better taste. Well, yeah. So
food's coming off the table.
That's okay. Clean it off later.
Okay.
So he's covering it all up. He's covering it all. There's a leak over there, and a leak over there.
It's coming everywhere.
Yeah, it's coming everywhere.
It's like zombie.
Yeah, I would recommend doing it in a plate, but we don't have such a big plate, so we just did it on the table. And it's funner with the table. So you add little bits of milk to the flour, and you keep mixing it thoroughly, so you mix it a lot. It's gonna taste really good, I hope. Well, I think it is. So yeah.
Stop saying the stuff all over again.
We're supposed to, otherwise the people won't know what to do.
If they would.
Anyway, you pour little tiny bits of milk. You don't just pour a whole bunch and then mix it up, because
like the whole bottle.
Yeah, then you'll make a whole big leak. So you add little tiny bits of milk and you shake it all. Well, you mix it so it's all mixed in with the flour, and that's how we make the dough.
Did you wash your hands? Did you wash your hands?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, now.
So you have to wash your hands, because then all the dirt and stuff from your hands will go into the dough.
Wash me.
And you have to
So listen, this is what you do. You take it off, then you mush it. You
Help
mush.
out. You can start helping out. Try to put just one hand.
Try to put just one hand.
Do it with one hand, because in this case you'll have another hand clean and be able to put more stuff or doing something else.
So I have 3 people doing this, so
3 people, 3 hands.
Yeah, so it makes work go much faster, much easier to do.
But
and you still keep adding milk. So first you do it with a spoon, and then you do it with milk. Then you do it with your hand, and you all add milk. So you add milk. So we're making the dough to our bread, flat bread. So we mixed it all up, and this is what we had. It doesn't really matter how long you do it, it just has to have in one piece. We can test it. You can hold it with 2 fingers like this. If it falls apart, then you need to either add more milk or, well, mix a little bit more. So, yeah, so it should look like this. And then you keep mixing it and adding. So if it's wet, you add a little bit of flour, and if it's too dry, you add a little bit of milk, so it feels just right. So we bundled all of our pieces together, and this is what we've got, a big old hunk of dough. So here's how you actually make the bannocks, I think they're called. I forgot. So you tear off a piece, maybe a little bit more. Listen, so it matters how much you tear off. So if you want a very, very big one, you have to tear off a lot. And if you want a little tiny small one, you have to tear off a little bit. I just want a medium one, so I take up a medium-sized ball. It's about the size of my hand. I roll it into a ball first, so it's all nice and stuck together. And then I take my fingers and I smush it so it looks like this. I smush it and smush it so it's not too thin, not too thick. So it's right in the middle. And if it's too thin, then on the frying pan it will make a hole in it or something like that, and that's bad. And if it's too thick, it won't bake thoroughly. So you have to make it not too thin, not too thick, so it's about as thin as that. And yeah. So we have been working really hard on these, and I hope they taste good because we've been working really, really hard on these. So I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I made 8. So I don't know how we're going to do that. You can bake them as much as you want. You just have to make enough dough. You can make them really small. You can make them really big, as I said.
Like that.
So we made them, and now we put them on the frying pan. We set it to 5.5, and they're looking pretty good. This is only our first batch. It'll take a couple of them to fit all of them in. Don't do them all at the same time because, well, then they won't all fit in, and maybe they will get all stuck together, and that's bad. So they're looking pretty good. So we've been working really hard all day. My hands are covered in dough. Good thing I washed them. And finally they're done. These are made with sugar, and they're great with milk. You can make other versions of it. You can do it without sugar, and you can eat it like for breakfast, for example, with eggs and ham or something like that. You can see more of the versions on dashaorlov.com. It's my website. You can visit it at any time. You can leave some comments in the comments area. And right now I'm going to try it. Do you want to try them with me? Okay, try this one. No, they're pretty hot. Ow.
I better try them.
They are so good. You can try them. They're really good.
They're hot.
But still, they're really good. They're really good. Really good.
I just want to do some milk.
Yeah, me too. That is so good. You gotta bake your own. They're really good. Mmm. 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 Mmm.